cityWILD keeps kids out of the streets. It keeps kids focused on a future. And especially when you're from a lower socioeconomic class, that can be really hard to see past today. I need money now. Kids will go sell their bodies, sell dope, sell whatever. cityWILD takes that away. It encourages youth, it gives them strength, hope.
This neighborhood historically has struggled with social issues. Historically, it's been a lower socioeconomic neighborhood. They just don't have the same access to privilege that a lot of other communities do. So they are exposed to gang violence and they're exposed to drugs.
High levels of incarceration, sometimes even amongst family members. High industrial areas. I-70 runs right in the middle of our neighborhood, actually divides it in half. Low education levels, low income levels, high unemployment numbers.
Kind of like sometimes people yelling through the streets.
Definitely at our school there's been a problem with a lot of teen pregnancy.
And sometimes we can hear gunshots.
A lot of times people will ask me that when I tell them what I do, the first question that they ask me is, oh, do you work with troubled youth or do you work with at-risk youth? And I often respond back curious about what I might have said that gave them that impression. Because in fact, we don't work with troubled youth, and I don't think that the young people that are in cityWILD are any more at risk than many other young people. I think that they have exposure to a lot of risk factors, but they're pretty extraordinary youth. We attract young people who are working really hard not to be a part of a lot of those risk factors on the streets.
One of the challenges that cityWILD always has is that we get identified as kind of an outdoor slush fund for kids, that they're the organization that just takes the kids out to have a good time. They take them whitewater rafting, they take them snowboarding, they take them rock climbing, and the kids just go out and have a good time.
I guess the whole outdoor kind of thing, it got me actually, it got me interested. My best friend came to me, he's talking about this place where they'll take you on trips for free. I'm like, heck yeah, of course. But I think the trips provide more than just a fun experience.
When Timothy began cityWILD, he had issues with his anger in school. And I was afraid of him getting suspended, expelled.
They provide an experience where I can, I guess, have more one-on-one time with people that I need to talk to, you know. I can solve problems that I need to solve.
What people don't see is the other side of the organization and the lessons that are learned from all those outdoor activities. It's not like we just go out to the rock and we go climbing and then we go home and we let the kids go on their way. There's lessons and there's teachable moments with everything that we do.
Being a leader, I think, is having the guts, having the ability to step up and say, all right, this isn't right. We're gonna do something about it.
I knew that he had that support. I knew he had somewhere to run to. I knew it was safe. And they've helped him develop into a leader.
Someone who you could look up to and who you could trust. Somebody who respects themselves, their environment, and the people around him. I look up to my brother, and I love my brother with everything in me.
I did not expect to become a leader. I did not expect that I was being taught to be a leader.
I'll be screaming, swimmer, swimmer, rope. I want you to put your hands up like a field goal.
So in the after-school program, cityWILD students will come Monday through Thursday, so 4 days a week throughout the entire school year, and each day of the week has a different focus. So one day of the week is service learning, one day of the week is life skills, one day of the week is outdoor education, and the last day is outdoor activity.
Within each of the program days, there's a structure where students have homework time, they have a lesson related to the theme, and they usually have a team building initiative as well.
As a group, we pick something that we think we want to fix. Like when I started the program in 6th grade, We wanted to add recycling to our school, and so we did that.
We planted trees, and we also made a tree out of paper mache, and we painted and wrote facts on the leaves.
Previous year we did homelessness, where we wanted to help the homeless.
In a neighborhood where people may think that things are ugly, where people think that, I mean, this neighborhood is a piece of trash, you're putting something up to show that it's not, to show that you can change the way it looks, that it's all your choice, you know, that you can beautify it.
My daughter Kenya came up missing April 1st of last year, and as the word spread early on in this journey that we were on, cityWILD became involved. And cityWILD was the first one. They were the first ones knocking on our door to step up. And it was just so natural for you guys to do what you did, because we were lost.
One of the things that was really important to the founders was to include a support services component, recognizing that they were targeting communities that were often under-resourced, communities that were struggling to just to survive.
The qualities that she learned with cityWILD, she took those leadership abilities, those teamwork abilities, and she took all those things and took it to the next level. I mean, and she became a leader of several different things as she went through her junior and her senior years. And we've got plaques on the wall, and she was honored for many things.
They are so much more than just an outdoor program for kids. It's more than a play place. It's more than an after-school program. cityWILD supports the entire family, the children and the parents. A representative from cityWILD came to the hospital when his father, my current husband, died, and took Timothy and gave me that time to process through.
Nicole and cityWILD, pretty much, they had my back. They were very supportive, and they got me through the process with everything. I mean, I had everything still together.
I work here because it allows me to have this perfect blend of working with young people and also to work towards social change and social justice.
This community needs more leaders like that, you know, and they've got to have a foundation to become that leader of their community. cityWILD gives them that.
It's the same way where one irresponsible action can lead to very disastrous things, and responsible action can lead to everyone being benefited.
cityWILD gives children, students, and families hope for a future they may not have.
The power of being able to see a young person recognize how tremendous and extraordinary they are. That's difficult to capture in words.
Even where I'm taking care of people the best that I can, that's my way of paying cityWILD back for all the awesome things they've done for me.
We will always step up to the plate for anything that cityWILD wants. But always, we'll never ever can we say no. It's just not possible.
cityWILD doesn't perpetuate the status quo. There's a social change component to this organization.
cityWILD's never left us. We'll never leave cityWILD. This is a lifelong relationship that we have. And I'm very honored to be involved in that type of relationship with an organization.
I don't know what we would do without them.